Hey guys, thanks for checking out another video. This one I'm going to be going over the Dickinson Marine Fireplace. This is the P9000 model. These are typically used in marine applications. This one I believe was the first one to be installed inside of the Canopy Camper. Ran over at OK Four Wheel Drive, designed this kit, and installed it inside the camper. So this is the prototype model. Since the making of this video, there's a company called GP Factor that now makes fitment kits for the Alu Cab Canopy Camper for these marine fireplaces. So some of you might be asking, what does this run on? How does it work? I'll go into that all in detail as the video kind of goes along, but just some brief stats on the fireplace. I know it's hard to tell to gauge the size of it in a video, so just a heads up as far as the stats go, measurements. The width is 8.5, the height is 14 inches, and the depth is about 5.5 inches. The weight is about 22 pounds or so. As far as BTU output goes, the heat output on these, according to Dickinson Marine's website, low is 3,200 BTU and high is 4,500 BTU. These will, according to their website, efficiently heat about an 800 to 1,000 square foot space, no problem. This Canopy camper is way smaller than that, and when I've had it out in the winter, it's been great. I was a little nervous using the fireplace as far as like the surrounding area with the heat, and you know, is it going to be able to actually heat the camper? It does just fine, and everything I have installed kind of around the fireplace doesn't affect at all. So for instance, the fan at the top, not affected at all by the heat. I'm pretty good about monitoring everything. Now as far as fuel consumption goes, this is according to their website. I think I've gotten a little bit better results, but according to Dickinson, 1 pound of propane is used for 7 hours on low setting. So in 7 hours, if you have the fireplace on low, you'll only use 1 pound of propane. So if you have it on high, in 5 hours, it uses 1 pound of propane. So I have an 11 pound propane tank, so this thing is really efficient. I don't get any kind of condensation inside the camper, and I'll explain why here in just a minute when I show you the exhaust system. It basically pulls fresh air in and the exhaust goes out, so there's no chance for condensation to build up inside the camper because it's not using the air from inside, it's actually pulling fresh air from outside. So I'll go ahead and show you how this guy works here. So basically I have my propane tank, 11 pound propane tank, that's installed on the exterior of the camper. That's plumbed into the Dickinson Marine Fireplace. So I have already turned on my propane from the outside. So all you need to do is come in, unscrew this. I've already have it unscrewed. Unscrew this, open it, and then here, just hold it as you're turning it. And I typically hold it to kind of prime the line with the propane. And then that's good, and I go ahead and close it. Okay. So now you can see that the setting here is on low. There is a high setting here as well. And the fan, I have it connected to my 12 volt house battery. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the fan on, low. Okay, so now the fan's on and blowing. Okay, so as you see here, you are given a little bit of an ambient flame. And I'll zoom in here so you can see what the controls look like. That kind of gives you an idea what the flame is. And I do have to admit, this thing does put out a good amount of heat. I've camped out in extremely cold winter conditions and been completely fine inside the camper. Works amazingly well. The cool thing is it's so efficient that you can leave it on overnight and not have to really worry about running out of propane. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, that there's really no condensation issues while using this marine fireplace inside the camper, and that's due to this pipe here that's coming into the unit. So the cool thing about this pipe is it's not only an exhaust, but it also brings fresh air in from the outside. So with little buddy heaters, the reason you get a lot of condensation with those is because it's basically recirculating the air that's inside the tent or camper or whatever you're using it in. With this unit, there's absolutely no issue with condensation because it's bringing fresh air from the outside in and exhausting the fireplace out. Here, what the outlet pipe looks like when you exit the camper. So this is basically what it looks like. So this not only handles the exhaust, but it also handles the air that's going into the marine fireplace. So I'll give you a little bit better shot there of it. Kind of looks cool. We got a little chimney on the back of your camper. A lot of people ask what it is. Yeah, that about wraps up the fireplace. I did want to make a separate one with this one and show you, give a little bit more detail. If you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments below and I'll be sure and reply. Again, the company that makes the fitment kits for these campers, I'll list in the details below the video. And I can also list where you can buy the fireplace, or if you just need general information and want more stats on the fireplace itself. These fireplaces are made up in Surrey, British Columbia. I'm up in Northwest Washington, so they're a short distance from me, about 15 minutes. So these things have been proven for many years, and so it's just a cool application. And I'm so glad that Ren was able to figure out a way to fit these fireplaces in here for all of us to enjoy. So again, thanks for checking out the video, guys. Have a good day. Thanks.